Welcome to House Lux Estate, the channel that helps you navigate the world of real estate and investments. Today, we're stepping into the realm of finance to demystify a popular investment vehicle, index funds. What are index funds, you ask? Well, they are mutual funds or exchange-traded funds designed to follow certain preset rules so that the fund can track a specified basket of underlying investments. In simpler terms, they're a way of investing in the stock market that is diversified, low-cost, and designed to match the market's performance. The importance of investing in index funds cannot be overstated. They offer a passive investment strategy that can potentially yield significant returns over the long term. So, whether you're a seasoned investor or a newbie just starting out, having index funds in your portfolio could be a game changer. So buckle up as we delve into the step-by-step guide to investing in index funds. Before we jump into the process, it's essential to understand what index funds are. Essentially, an index fund is a type of mutual fund or exchange-traded fund, ETF, with a portfolio constructed to match or track the components of a financial market index. This could be the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, or other global indices. The primary appeal of index funds is the broad market exposure they provide, coupled with low operating expenses and low portfolio turnover. These funds adhere to specific standards or rules, such as company size or sector, offering investors a transparent, cost-effective, and convenient way to gain broad market exposure. Now, you might be wondering, why should you consider investing in index funds? Well, there are several benefits to this type of investment. First, they offer diversification, which can help to reduce risk. Since index funds hold stocks from many different companies, the poor performance of one stock can be offset by the better performance of others. Second, index funds have lower fees than actively managed funds. This is because they simply aim to mimic the performance of the market index, so there's less need for active management. Lower fees can translate into higher returns over time. Third, index funds are typically more tax efficient than actively managed funds. Since they experience less trading turnover, they tend to generate fewer capital gains distributions, which can be a significant advantage for investors in taxable accounts. However, it's also important to understand the potential risks. The main risk is market risk. Since index funds track the market, if the market goes down, so does your investment. Therefore, index funds may not be the best choice for those with a low risk tolerance or a short investment horizon. In addition, index funds offer no potential for outperformance. Unlike actively managed funds, which aim to beat the market, index funds simply match the market's performance. This means that in a bull market, an index fund will not outperform the market. Now that you have a basic understanding of index funds, it's time to move to the next step. Before making any investment, it's crucial to evaluate your financial goals. Now, what does this mean? Well, financial goals are unique to each individual. They are the specific financial targets you want to hit within a certain time frame. These could range from saving for a dream vacation, buying a home, to preparing for retirement. Your financial goals will guide your choice of index funds. For instance, if your goal is long-term wealth creation, you might opt for index funds that track the performance of broad market indices, offering a mix of growth and value stocks. On the other hand, if you're looking for regular income, index funds that focus on dividend-paying stocks might be more suitable. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to investing. It's all about aligning your investment strategy with your specific financial goals. So, take some time, sit down, and clearly define what you want to achieve financially. Once you have your financial goals set, you can now move on to choosing the right index fund. Choosing the right index fund is a critical step in this process. When selecting an index fund, consider your personal risk tolerance. It's crucial to understand that every investment carries some degree of risk. If the thought of a potential loss keeps you up at night, you might want to gravitate towards conservative index funds. On the other hand, if you're comfortable with calculated risks for greater returns, more aggressive index funds may be your calling. The next factor to consider is your investment objective. Are you investing for a short-term goal, like buying a house in the next 5 years? Or are you in it for the long haul, maybe even retirement? If it's the former, you might want to consider index funds that are more stable and less susceptible to market fluctuations. But if you're eyeing retirement, funds that lean towards equities, known for their long-term growth potential, could be your best bet. Now, let's talk about fees. Every index fund charges a fee known as the expense ratio This is the total annual cost to manage and operate the fund, expressed as a percentage of your investment. The lower the expense ratio, the more of your money stays in your pocket. So, it pays to shop around and compare expense ratios. Don't be fooled by funds that promote high returns, but come with hefty fees, as these can eat into your earnings over time. Lastly, consider the index that the fund tracks. Some funds track broad market indices like the S&P 500, while others might track specific sectors or countries. The choice here should align with your investment objective and risk tolerance. So remember, risk tolerance, investment objectives, fees, and the index being tracked. These are the key considerations when choosing the right index fund. Take your time, do your research, and don't be afraid to seek professional advice if you need it. With the right index fund chosen, it's time to make the investment. Now comes the exciting part, making the investment. After all your diligent research and planning, you're about to embark on your investment journey. The process of investing in your chosen index fund can be thrilling, yet it's important to approach with a clear head and a firm understanding of the steps involved. Firstly, take note of the minimum investment requirement. This is the least amount you can invest to get started with the fund. Some funds require $1,000, others may require more or less. It's crucial to ensure you meet this requirement to proceed. Next, you'll need to set up an investment account. This can typically be done online through the website of the index fund provider. You'll be required to provide some personal information such as your name, social security number, and contact details. It's a straightforward process, but remember, always ensure you're on the official website to avoid falling victim to online scams. Now you're ready to make your initial deposit. This is the amount of money you're investing right off the bat. Keep in mind, this should be money you're comfortable setting aside for a considerable amount of time. Investing in index funds is a long-term strategy, and while it's generally a safer bet than many other investments, it's not without risk. Once your deposit is made, your money will be spread across the various companies that make up the index. This is the beauty of index funds. They offer a simple way to diversify your portfolio and reduce risk. Finally, remember to set up automatic contributions if possible. This is a great way to consistently invest without having to think about it. You can decide on a specific amount to be automatically deducted from your bank account on a regular basis, whether it's monthly, quarterly, or annually. Congratulations! You've made your first investment in an index fund. This is a significant step towards securing your financial future. As we move on to the next scene, we'll discuss how to monitor your investment and ensure it's working hard for you. Stay with us. Investing in an index fund is not a set-it-and-forget-it process. Like a garden that requires sunlight, water, and a watchful eye, your investment needs regular attention. A common misconception is that once you've invested in an index fund, you can sit back and watch the money roll in. But that's far from the truth. It's crucial to keep an eye on your investment, adjusting as necessary based on market conditions. Why is this important? Well, the market is akin to a living, breathing entity. It ebbs and flows, rises and falls. By regularly monitoring your investment, you can better understand these movements and make informed decisions. Maybe you'll need to rebalance your portfolio, or perhaps you'll find opportunities to invest more. Whatever the case may be, staying engaged with your investment is key to maximizing its potential. Remember, the goal is to grow your investment over the long term, and that requires a consistent and mindful approach. So, there you have it, the step-by-step guide to investing in index funds. We've journeyed together through the fascinating world of index funds, demystifying its complexities and highlighting its potential as a solid financial choice. We began by delving into the basics of understanding index funds, their workings, and benefits they offer. We then transitioned into evaluating your financial goals, stressing the importance of aligning your investment decisions with your short and long-term objectives. Next, we explored how to choose the right index fund, a critical step in ensuring your investment meets your expectations. Then, we guided you through the process of making the investment, a significant leap towards achieving your financial dreams. Finally, we underscored the importance of monitoring your investment, a vital practice in keeping your financial plans on track. Remember, investing in index funds is not just about growing wealth, but also about securing a financially stable future. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to House Lux Estate for more investment tips and guides.